Most people think automation has to be complicated to be useful. Honestly, that's not always true. Sometimes the most valuable automations are the simple ones. In this workflow I built, I'll be solving a very common business problem. Now, what's the problem? A customer fills out a form, but then someone has to manually check for the new submissions, store the information somewhere, notify the team, and follow up with the customer. That might not seem like much when you're getting 1 or 2 persons a day, but as volume grows, it becomes repetitive, time-consuming, and easy to miss important leads. So I built this simple workflow in make.com to handle that process automatically. Let me show you how it works.
All right, what we have here is a basic workflow on make.com. Now, this workflow actually starts with Google Form Watch Responses module, as you can see here. How does it work? Now, whenever a customer submits the form, this automation is triggered immediately. And the first thing it does is to capture the submitted information and store it in Google Sheets, which actually acts as a simple lead database. And as you can see here, I have mapped the necessary information from the Google form into the Google Sheets that I need. Okay, now Google Sheets is so important because it gives the business a centralized place to keep track of every submission that comes in. Okay, and from there the information moves to a router which we have set up here. Now this router allows me to send the same submission to multiple destinations at the same time. As you can see here, I have 2 Gmail models set up here. Okay, and the first email goes to the business owner or the team that is managing the form, and this email is what represents the team that I've already mapped here. We're going to be looking at that inbox in a moment, and what we have here is the content of the email that the team or the business owner is going to be receiving. All right, that's already been set up. Now you can see that from that text, it's just a notification that lets them know that a new customer or a new lead has submitted information and may require attention, right? Now this second email is for the customer. All right, this could either be a welcome message or a confirmation email or additional information about the next steps. And as you can see here, I have mapped the email section of the form so that any email that has been inputted in the form will receive the welcome email, and it's going to appear here. And this is the message that the customer is going to be receiving. I just typed this according to my discretion. So that is all with this workflow. Now, what is the goal? The goal is to make sure that both sides receive the right information immediately without anyone having to do it manually. Now, what's the next thing? The next thing, we are going to run this automated workflow and see if it actually works or not. But before we do that, we're going to look at the database. We can see that it is empty here, nothing is here, and also this is the inbox of the business owner, empty as well, and this is the inbox of the customer. So the next thing we're going to do now is to fill in the form. Okay, so we have the form here and we're just going to fill it quickly. So we have the first name, and we're going to fill in Mike, and this last name we have Perry. We have Perry here, and the email of the customer, we're just going to fill in that, and the phone number 00664528887. That's just a random phone number. I hope no one watching this has this number. And for the budget, we have less than $500. Then customer website, we're just going to go with google.com. I'm going to be explaining why we have the website requirement in the form in my next video, okay? And we're going to submit this. All right, that is done. The next thing we're going to do is to run this scenario once. Oof, everything looks good. It's all green and all ticked up. It's all ticked. So this is a successful automation. Now there's only one way to find out. We have to go to the database. You can see our first name, Mike, last name, Perry, email, phone number, the website. We also have the budget and the date. Okay. Now we go to the business owner's inbox. You can see he has received an email. New lead. See details. These are the details that were, mapped into the content of the email. And we also go to the customer's inbox. You can see, thank you, Mike Perry, for placing an order. You will receive your package in 3 business days. Now, that was it. And you can see that what usually takes businesses hours, days, even weeks to do was done in a second. And that is the power of automated workflow. So that is really exciting.
And that's it for this workflow. If you'd like to see a complete step-by-step breakdown on how I built this automation from scratch, let me know in the comments. If I see enough interest, I'll put together a full tutorial. And also, if you enjoy automation, workflow design, and seeing real projects being built, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, all right? Because I'll be documenting more automation projects right here on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next workflow.